Did I click the button? I'm trying to see if I clicked the button. What's up, squad? Why is Kenya behind me? That's supposed to be straight from the A. Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all? Not Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, look, y'all. It's Wednesday. It's not even Thursday. Hell, it's not even Friday. I thought it was close to Friday. Today is just Wednesday. Okay. Come on in. Now, we have got to talk about it. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Listen, listen, listen. Porsha and Simon are finally divorced. Divorced. Okay. Shout out to the squad. We've been talking about it all day, honey. I was trying to get in a Zoom meeting earlier and couldn't get in there. So finally, I just talked to Simon himself. Okay. I got the tea straight from the horse's mouth, and we will talk about it. As y'all come in, go ahead and like and share, and we will get started after this very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit scares you.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
All these bitches is her son. Shout out to the squad. I see y'all in the chat right now, already flooding this chat with the pink hearts. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. Okay. Mama Brown and anybody who is a survivor of cancer. We are team F cancer around here. Okay. I stand with you. You stand with us. We all stand together. Listen, if you know somebody who knows somebody, you friends, you family, if it's you, if you're a caretaker, listen, cancer touches us all in some form of fashion. And I have to give a brief moment to salute and honor everybody who has been touched by it in some form of fashion. Okay. Now, before I do that, I had to get into the mess. I got to be positive, and then I got to get into the mess. Hey y'all, shout out to my squad. Now you see all these people in here. These are my supporters. Okay, all of y'all are my supporters. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to my day ones, and shout out to the channel sponsors. You see this outside the box was in here early. You see Cynthia Martin was in here early. All these people, these are our channel sponsors in the green. You can be a channel sponsor too. Channel sponsors get early notifications about live. They get deleted Instagram live. They get some behind the scenes tea. Okay. So if you want to do that, you can click that join button below. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my Patreon supporters. Patreon gets everything, honey. Patreon get all the tea. And Patreon, costs a little more, but that's okay. But they get the after dogs, they get the game nights, they get me. They get all my business. They get all of that. So shout out to the Patreons as well. And listen. My mods are in here standing by. Okay. Look, they was in here holding it down while I was late over here trying to put on lipstick. Shout out to my mods. I love y'all. But we have some tea today. Listen, before I get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to Lauren LaRosa over there at the Breakfast Club. Lauren had mentioned me this morning, and I was like, see, that be y'all. See, it's always y'all who try to pit black women against each other. This ain't even about black women, but it is sort of kind of. But it's always y'all online who be trying to pit content creators, who be trying to pit bloggers, who be trying to pit all these people against each other. It be the commenters. I'm blaming y'all. It don't be us, okay? Because we be over here minding our business on our own platform and talking. And y'all be running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But I want to salute Lauren for giving me credit on my Simon Guobadia story today on the Breakfast Club. She shouted me out. She didn't know how to say ATLien, but that's okay. Okay. Because, maybe she's not an ATLien. People in Atlanta know how to say ATLien. But salute to Lauren LaRosa. Also, I talked to her today. So y'all may get another story tomorrow because I for some reason I am boots on the ground when it comes to this Atlanta tea. How did it happen? I don't know. Who knows? But I want to also. Before I forget, I want to thank Nene Leaks for making a connection to me and Lauren because Nene had talked to Lauren at the BET Awards, and then she gave Lauren my contact information and connected us. Which is, listen, this is black magic, black girl magic. At the end of the day, like the thing that I honor most about anybody that I talk to, whether it be Nene, whether it be Peter, whether it be Apollo, whether it be whoever, okay, my attorney, whoever, is, what people say about you when you're not in the room. Okay, what do people say? Do they be dragging you, or do they be, bigging you up and telling people what a honorable person you are, what a credible person you are, what a stand-up person you are, despite all the naysayers who be trying to ruin your name? Them the people that I want to be connected to. So salute to Nene for giving me and getting me and Lauren connected, and salute to Lauren for shouting me out and using my story on the Breakfast Club. Now. You say I'm really looking good. Oh, no glasses. Yeah, I forgot because I left my red ones upstairs. So I was like, I didn't want to put on I could put on some clear ones. I didn't like the way they look. And then, I got glasses all over the place. Then I didn't want to put on the black. Well, the black was kind of cute though. I don't know. But I don't. Normally, I wear my glasses to block out the computer glare. But since I'm not looking at the computer right now, I'm just looking at y'all, so I don't really need it. Okay. You said that's what it is. No glass. Yeah, child. No glass. No glasses. No lashes. No makeup. No nothing. Okay, just all me. All natural. I don't have no wig on. I had no wig on. I have on nothing but some lipstick. Okay, shout out to the red lipstick. Okay. Okay, so listen. We have been reporting on this Porsha and Simon Guobadia divorce for a long, long time. Porsha filed for divorce back in February of 20. When did she file for divorce? It's been a year, hadn't it? 23. Hell, I don't know. It's been a long time. But 23, Lord. What am I saying? 24. Okay. Was it 24? How long they been divorced? Because they've been divorced. They've been going through this divorce for a long time. Somebody put in the chat because I'd be confused. But anyway, as they've been going back and forth on social media, as you know, Simon has disputed the prenup. Okay. He was like, listen, he was hell bent on saying that Portia did not deserve to anything that was in that prenup, despite being married for 453 days. And I don't know. A lot of people were saying that she deserved it. She deserved it. You said they ain't divorced yet. Who has said that? You said court was all day long. It sure was. That what Simon had told me. You said I got false braids. No, I don't. I got real braids. What are you talking about? See what I mean? It's always one bad apple in the bunch. Okay, yeah. So this was the final hearing was today, y'all. The final hearing was today, and according to Simon Guobadia, honey, because that's who I'll be talking to. One thing I wanted to clear up is there was some misinformation because people were saying that the house was in foreclosure, that Portia was about to get kicked out, all of the above. Well, remember what I told you? I said Simon is a millionaire. Simon ain't gonna let that house go in foreclosure. Well, I was wrong about that because Simon would have let the house go in foreclosure. Simon is that petty, okay? So, but he had gave his attorney and everybody and some other and his business partner power of attorney to manage his funds, and apparently, they couldn't do what they were supposed to do, okay? Because a lot of his creditors were saying that he had to appear personally, and so shit happens, okay? So, but the mortgage, even though he was detained for what was it, like 5 months or so, it was not paid for a couple of months, but then apparently Portia claimed during this hearing that she's somehow been paying the mortgage. Okay, so they was arguing about that, and it is what it is. So you don't have to worry about the house being in foreclosure. I told y'all that house wasn't in foreclosure. I don't know why y'all believe all the people on the blogs that was saying that, because that didn't make sense. Like, how the house gonna be in foreclosure? And we would know, just like we know that Kim Zolciak's house was in foreclosure. But I'm digressing. Um, Other things that was going on, Portia was getting an allowance. Okay, we said that during our initial review of the court documents. Remember, Portia was getting $30,000 a month before they got married, and then when they got married, she was getting $40,000 a month. Okay, and so Simon was saying that it's not fair that she would get all of this money, a lump sum payment, alimony, a portion of the marital home's equity. She also, wanted her legal fees covered, because in the prenup, somehow in the prenup, it said that whoever disputed the prenup would actually cover the legal fees for the person who had to pay legal fees to fight it. So you said y'all saying take his money. If he stopped paying her, then what y'all gonna do? He is in Nigeria. Okay. I heard Portia was crying in court. You had heard that? What else you had heard, child? I can't wait to see the actual order. It's gonna take a good 10 to 14 days in order for the order to be written up by Portia's attorney on everything that they agreed upon. Another thing that Portia sought was she wanted the house, which is in Simon's name only. Okay, the deed is in Simon's name only. Because remember, Simon was claiming that he bought the house prior to them getting married, that she wanted the house put in a trust in both of their names to protect it from, anything happening, him selling it from under her or any of that. So that's going to be in the order. Yeah, Simon's attorney apparently fought the good fight. Okay, I heard that she fought the good fight. I heard that Randy Kessler was in there shuffling documents, was in there submitting half truths to the court. Allegedly, he tried to give the judge a copy of the prenup, and the prenup did not have all of the exhibits included. Okay. Simon's attorney Ferry, actually said that it was like over 250 pages in that document. And Randy Kessler was like, well, I get it to you, okay. But at the end of the day, apparently, they've been going back and forth with this. I told y'all a while ago that Simon had claimed that it didn't matter what was going on with the court, because remember, the judge had actually submitted an order saying that Portia could film, okay, but it was after the series was over, right? After everything had wrapped. And apparently uh the judge ruled that, and it didn't pay attention to what was in the prenup, because in the prenup there were several confidentiality clauses that said that she couldn't film. So Simon was arguing, which I've been telling y'all for months now, that if you're gonna honor one part of the prenup, you don't honor all of the prenup. Or if you're gonna just honor parts of the prenup, don't honor any of the prenup. And so that's what his attorney was arguing. However, towards the end of the day, things happened, and this is according to Simon, honey. This is according to Simon, and these are his exact words. Um, Wait a minute. Prenup was enforced. That's what Simon said. Prenup was enforced. Okay. And he also said in our conversation, which I may or may not, go into detail over on Patreon, that he is preparing to appeal. So there's that. Portia won, child. Portia got all her money. What's gonna happen? What is gonna happen? You said who's gonna pay for it? Why y'all keep thinking that Simon ain't got no money? I'm trying to figure this out. Apparently in court too, Portia's attorney kept trying to push the narrative that Simon was a scammer, that Simon was this, that Simon got deported because he was had felonies and all of this stuff. But then Simon's attorney was like, well, that's not true. If that was true, like all of his assets would have been confiscated obligated. If that was true, Porsha wouldn't be able to still be in the house. If that was true, how is it that Porsha still wants, to get alimony and still wants all of this enforced? If it's true that Simon is a scammer, if he has if his assets aren't valid, then why is it that Porsha want the money? I'm still asking this question. I'm still asking the question that we've been asking since the very beginning. You said Simon needs to let it go. It's time to move on. Well, that's what he's doing. He's moving on. I told you he got some big projects in the works. Okay. I'm not allowed to say what they are, but he does. Shout out to my Patreon. And at the end of the day, like I said, this was the final leg of the divorce. Now, let's not forget, Simon still has a defamation lawsuit pending against Porsha that has not been dismissed. Porsha's attorneys actually tried to get the case dismissed, and after reviewing the motions, the attorney for the defamation case decided that they're going to move forward with the defamation case. In addition to the defamation case, then they're going to start doing discovery. So I mean, as far as Simon and Porsha being in court, they're going to still be in court, honey. They're still gonna be in court. And then once the order starts, he's gonna appeal it. Then they're gonna be in court some more. So during the appeal, does he have to pay Porsha during the appeal? I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I'm thinking he probably doesn't. And if he doesn't, how they gonna force him? He's in Nigeria. So I'm like, if Porsha playing dirty, can Simon play dirty too? I mean, how you gonna make somebody who's not even a citizen of this country pay you your money in a U.S. court of law? Explain that to me. Whose bright idea was it to deport Simon? Because while Simon was here, y'all could have locked down the bank records. Y'all could have locked down the accounts. Y'all could have did all of that. But Simon gone, and he probably took all his money with him. What you gonna do now? He said, "Child, Simon not gonna pay." I don't know. I don't know. Listen, this is not my battle, not my war. Okay. I'm just here to deliver the tea. That's all it is. I'm just here to deliver the tea. He said, Porsha, go to what? Not go to hell. Not go to hell. Porsha is winning. She took Nene's spot on Trader. She didn't take Nene's spot. Nene gave it to her. Nene denied the offer. Okay. And they got the second choice was Porsha. You late on that tea, friend, because I told y'all that weeks ago. I'm not watching nobody. Okay, I'm not watching nobody. You over here on the Michelle ATLien Brown channel. Don't be listen. If the content creator ain't here with me, if I didn't mention the content creator, don't mention the content creator in my chat. Remember, I started off by telling y'all that y'all the ones that be causing dissension. Okay, y'all the ones that be want people to fight and battle. Okay, and I'm never gonna mention people who steal my content and go over to their channel and act like it's theirs. Okay, never ever. Okay, moving on. Like this video. You said Porsha deserved the house and the money for marrying that old man. Well, that was her choice. Okay, well, I mean, if it was transactional, are you saying that Porsha was a? Is that what you're saying? That Porsha was a whore? That she married him for the house and the money and not for love? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't understand that. I thought that you married people for love and to build a life together. I didn't know you married people for their houses and their cars and their money. I don't know. You said this is so sad. I pray that Porsha and Simon find peace. It's too much going on in this world. Okay, I agree. I agree. I agree. Doesn't Simon have businesses in the state? If so, Porsha can force him to pay. If I mean, can she force him to pay if he's not even a citizen? He's been deported. How's she gonna force him to pay? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Y'all tell me where the lawyers at. I'm gonna put a link in the chat so y'all can tell me what y'all think of this situation. I think I done told y'all everything I know. I think maybe I don't know. But we talked for look, me and Simon talked for a good hour, child. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna have to. I just wanted to come and tell y'all that the divorce is final, okay, and that the prenup will be enforced. And at the end of the day, the judge is preparing an order that contains all of the asks in the order, which in turn is Porsha will stay in the house for until whatever. The house will go in a trust until they decide what's going to happen. Porsha, I don't know if she's gonna continue to pay the mortgage or if he's gonna be ordered to pay the mortgage now that he's of out of custody. Another thing that Porsha's attorney was doing in court, he kept trying to he kept trying to focus on Simon's wealth. He pretty much kept saying, "Is it true that you own this? Is it true that you own that?" So my thing is, on the one hand, Portia keeps trying to go run with this narrative that Simon was a scammer, and that's why he was detained and subsequently deported. But then the attorney, like I told you, in the court documents and now in person, is now focusing on the fact that Simon has all these millions and is able to pay for the house, but refuses to now that he's out. So I mean, which is it, y'all? Which is it? Okay, you said he was a fool for giving her 40K a month. Well, I mean, he had it. He had it. Hold on, there's somebody in the back. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see. Who is this?
Hey, Michelle.
How you doing?
Good. We've talked before. You remember you had me try to do that high note for the challenge song that girl was doing. I forgot her name. And I didn't hit that note. You was like, "Oh, you sound like me, friend." I was like, "Yeah." No, but I was the one who said Portia can go to hell.
Oh,
Oh,
why you want Porsche to go to hell?
listen, I couldn't even type it because the things I have to say, I feel like, listen, Michelle, here's my thought about it. Somebody who is actually a black gay man in society who
Mhm.
has left their, I'm from Washington, D.C. I moved from Washington, D.C., went to Florida, start selling real estate. Now I'm in California, right? Those
Uh-huh.
are the chapters of my life that I've had to work towards to get to the goals and obstacles, or the obstacles I've had to face and the goals I've had from that, right? So I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at it from like Simon's point of view. Like Simon is a hardworking black man in society who was educated, got all his money, didn't sit out here and make these poor decisions at the club, bending over, touching his toes, right?
Mm,
And all he gets from that, from the court system, is a slap in the fucking face, excuse my French. Because let me tell you something, I would be just as mad as Simon is, because a $10 million home that somebody who was basically a grifter, a squatter, a homeless person, somebody who is living by a literal contract, a leasing contract or a renting contract, right? So, I mean, what are you? Are you just a tenant at this point? Make it
mm.
make sense. And at the end of the day, if I was Simon, I would sell the home, give her her little portion, let her go and do whatever she wants with those couple of millions, honey, while you're sitting on that oil money, honey, where that is literally coming in like gushing water down the damn mountain, honey. Now, we
Oh,
can really have conversations on that G5 jet, but that's another day for another conversation.
okay,
So
G5
anyway,
Jet.
like I said, I feel like at the end of the day, Simon, you need to just sell that damn home. It's clearly not good for you. It's clearly karma for no reason. And it's just like the court can't even see the goodness this man has done for this woman to
Mm.
side with him. You know what? $40,000 a month, that's a lot of money for to be giving one female. And I know the people in the comments are going to say, well, Portia deserved it. Tell me where she deserved it. Tell me where she got the education, the oil education, or whatever Simon does for a living that educated
Well,
himself
apparently,
enough
apparently,
to.
apparently, listen, in court, and I forgot to mention this. In
Mm-mm.
court, Portia was trying to make it seem like Simon was using her name in his companies, so she deserves portions of the companies that he was
Right,
creating shell
right,
companies in
right.
her name, and that he was scamming. And
Wait,
so
and you
apparently,
know
she
what's
didn't
so
even know what
sickening
a
about
a
this? All
shell
the
company
courts,
was. Huh?
all the court had to do was go on the Better Business Bureau website and see what date the business started. Make it make
Mm,
sense.
mm,
It's
mm.
crazy. It doesn't make sense because any educated person would clearly see that the courts are either not doing their job or they're hiding evidence that clearly should be on the front foot of this case. Period.
Oh,
Point blank.
well.
And Simon, yeah, appeal. You need to appeal it as many times as you can until you can get a judge that works in your favor. Because at the end of the day, what did she bring to the table other than her body, honey?
Ooh. Well, remember, he's been saying he was gonna appeal it way back, when he first started getting these orders and, when he first started losing the motions, because he was saying at the end of the day, like, there were things in the prenup that the judge didn't even consider. Like, I need to pull up the judge.
Cordell did try to warn us when he was sitting with Peter talking about somebody's mother was sitting in his bedroom, but that's another conversation for another day. Like I said, I think this is ridiculous. I think this is crazy, and any sane person would clearly see that there was no financial money. And then how do you give somebody something that wasn't even purchased prior to their relationship? That makes no
Mm,
sense to me. That's the
mhm.
biggest issue I'm having. Like, I bought this home before I even
Well,
met
it's
you,
not
girl.
hers. It's not hers. It's gonna be in a trust in both of their names, so it's
Yeah,
not hers
no, no,
technically.
honey,
But
no,
no,
no. You're not going to be gallivanting in my home, my $20 million home, around your little peasant-like friends,
yeah, the
trying to
house went
impress
from
them,
5 to
girl.
10 to 20.
Listen,
No,
but
I see.
Michelle, that's all I had to say. And Simon, I'm on your side because at the end of the day, it's like I literally lived in Florida, right? And I had sugar daddies or whatever, and they
Mm,
had like squatters in their home because they didn't want to get up and do what they needed to do to get their lives together. Because let me
mm,
tell you something: if Simon was that courteous and said, "You know what, Portia, this is what I'm going to give you," as a black person in society, you already know the cards are already dealt against us, female, male, whatever, right? That money, you could have had enough money to reinvest your whole entire life and be the next 100 on the Forbes list, on the
mm.
billionaires list, but you want to do it the scamming way and the gimme got you way. And honey, that never works. That never
I
works with educated people, sweetheart.
I agree. I
As I
agree.
pull up in my M6 V10 BMW. But anyway,
We shall see. Well, I appreciate you,
no,
Kevin.
no problem, Michelle. Anytime, honey.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hold on, y'all. Jean. Hello.
Hello, Michelle.
Hey.
I am fire hot
You fire hot. Chill out. Where you fire hot?
because I just feel Portia was wrong with what
Mhm.
she did. Yes, everyone, um, I think is go Portia, because she's a female. At the end of
Mhm.
the day, Portia was wrong. She went into that marriage wrong. She knew what she was doing. How could you be on jet skis having fun a week or two before you come back to the US and file for a divorce? Now you're saying he's a scammer, but if he's scamming, why do you want his scamming money?
I say the same thing. And why is it that her and her child that is not even by him gets the benefit from the house and not his kids who used to live there? Because remember when they were oops, did I freeze? Lord, I didn't froze.
No, no, you still there? Oh, yes, you did. I see it.
Hold on, let me do this.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, you got it. Other.
Oh, I'm echoing. Hold on. I'm gonna have to reboot my other computer. But listen, what I was saying was, how does his family get to benefit from it?
Right. And I guess with me, I'm like, if I would have took a lump sum and took my daughter and we went somewhere else and bought our own home. But I think Portia is what, to me, she wants to live the lifestyle to com- to to compete with Shamia on that level. Um, I just don't respect that at all. You
You
know,
think she competing with Shamia when she got the house before Shamia did? Shamia bought her house after Portia, didn't she?
well, the thing is, Shamia is married, been
Uh,
married, seems to have a great relationship with her husband with two beautiful kids. Portia has laid on her back with several different men since Cordell
oh,
finally hooked up with Fallon, even though Fallon wasn't right. At the end of the day, I still would never respect her for going into that girl's house and
uh,
and ending up with her husband. So as what did Nene used to say? You never win when you play dirty. Yeah, it can be a win for her today, but it's not gonna you're gonna end up reaping what you sow. And that was wrong what she did, because I really have a good feeling she was the one that called to get this man deported because she wanted his money. And even now, to just know that you said that she's trying to take some of his money, if he's scamming, why do you want to be a part of anything he has?
yep. I'm with you.
You went out, Michelle.
Hello.
Okay,
Hold
you
on, let me turn my stuff back on.
But I don't understand if
Oh,
if they're trying to make such a big deal about he's a scammer and he's this and he's
I
that.
can hear you.
Why does she want?
Jean, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay. Why does she want anything that belongs to him?
I mean, she feel like it's old. Clearly, it was a transactional relationship, okay?
What she
Do
she's
love or anything. It was about money. It was about, her allowance. It
she
was
sold
about getting, that's what it was about.
sold her ASS for a house and some money, but he has to pay what for 2 years for the house. She's already been in it for one.
Well, according to the prenup, she gets a percentage of the equity as well, which is why she wants him to put it in a trust so that, if it does sell, then, she gets, I guess, 50% of the equity from the sale of the house. Even though he sold his other house to put money into that house, it is what it is. Listen, like people say, Simon signed the prenup. You still there, Gene? Hello, hello. True wisdom, you there?
Yeah. Hey, Michelle. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can. How you
How are
doing?
you? I'm doing good. I love your hair, Michelle. Is that human hair braids?
Yes, it is. It is.
It's
Some
so
days it
nice,
look
the
good and
color
some
and
days it don't.
everything. Okay, so Michelle, I used to really like Porsha, but since all that stuff with Nene, I can't stand this girl. Oh my God. But I just wanted to talk real quick with the immigration stuff with Simon.
Okay.
When you get in trouble with immigration and let's say you have a criminal record,
Uh-huh.
you're going to serve time if they do the investigation and find if there's any fraud or wrongdoing or anything. If
Mhm.
you commit any kind of crime, you're going to go to jail, serve that time, then get deported. It was clear that they could not find anything, so that's why they just up to deport him only because of the environment we're in now with Trump.
Mhm.
Okay? That's
Mhm.
why he got deported. Because if he had any legal trouble or any type of investigation in his past, Trump is not playing with nobody.
Mhm.
You could have a green card, you could have your permanent resident, but if you had any type of legal trouble or anything in the past, you are getting deported regardless. So
Mhm.
that's why he got deported. It doesn't mean he was a fraudster scammer, so they deported him because they couldn't prove it. He would have been in jail. They would have seized
Mhm.
his assets. So with Simon being deported now, he has no obligation to uphold no prenup because he's not an American citizen. Okay? So if he really wants to be petty, he can pay her dust,
Ooh.
Nigerian dust,
Well,
because
what'll
he
happen with
has
the house
no
though?
obligation
Won't she
to pay.
still won't something still happen with the house?
Yeah, he can stop paying the mortgage and just let it go.
Ooh.
He can sell it. He can do it, put some a power of attorney, have someone sell it for him. He can do whatever he wants to do if he wants to be petty. Here's the catch. If he ever wants to come back to the States,
Mhm.
then he has to uphold that prenup and do whatever the courts say he had to do. If he wants to get that gold card thing, Trump is going to $5 million card thing, Trump is going to do. That's when he would need to uphold that, make sure he's doing everything right if he ever wants to come back and do business in the States. Because the minute he tries to come back or tries to get that card or anything, then, they can go after him because he didn't uphold a court of law in America. But if he decides, I never want to go back to the States, I never want to do business in the States, he doesn't have to pay no more taxes in the States and he does not have to uphold the prenup.
Mm.
It depends on what Simon wants to do at this point.
Okay.
That's
All
how it
right.
works.
I
I'm
I
just trying to
mean,
tell the people if he wants to be that petty. But because he's a 300 millionaire, I
uh-huh.
doubt he will do all of that because it would ruin his chances of coming back to the States.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So that's how it works with
I think
immigration
I
and all
honestly
that.
don't think that he's gonna, be as petty as we would. I think he's probably gonna, go through the motions and he's gonna take it all the way in court and he just gonna have her spending all her money on legal fees.
Then all
That's what I think.
exactly. That's what I would do. If
Mhm.
because he is a businessman, he would do that because he's not going to ruin his business reputation over this little house or this little 40 or whatever the prenup said he has to do. He's not going
Mhm.
to ruin his business reputation and ties with America because of Porsche. He's not going to do that.
Mhm.
He would want to come back and do more business here. And that would be the only way she's going to get what, if he does appeal or whatever, she'll get
Uh-huh.
what the prenup says. But if he decided, I'm done with America, I don't ever got to go back, whatever, he doesn't have to pay her a dime. He just won't be able to come back to the States.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
it.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Immigration is
listen.
very tricky with that because he's not a citizen. Now, if he
Uh-huh.
was a citizen, it's different. He's not a citizen.
That's what
That's
I was
different.
thinking. Like, since he's not a citizen, so does the court, the U.S. laws of the court not apply? I mean, I don't know how that works.
It doesn't apply to him as a green card holder, and his green card was just revoked because he
Oh,
was deported. So
yeah.
basically, if he is outside the country and deported and not an American citizen, he has
Uh-huh.
no ties to the States. They can't enforce nothing. They
Oh,
only can enforce what's in the States
oh,
because he was in the States when all this happened and this prenup and all that. He was here. He came into the country.
uh-huh.
So that's why they can do what they did. But because he's not a citizen, he doesn't even have to pay taxes anymore.
Okay. All right.
So it's very tricky with immigration, and people don't know, how it works. But I've been out the country now for 5 years, so I don't have to pay taxes anymore.
Wow.
So I know how it works. But
Okay.
that's any American citizen. If you leave the country and you have a really good accountant, after a certain amount of years, you can stop paying taxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But you have your CPA will, tell you how all that works. But yes, that is a thing. You can stop
Okay.
paying taxes if you earn your income in another country and you've been outside of the United States for a certain amount of years as an American citizen. You don't have to pay US taxes.
Oh, the people are
Yeah.
disagreeing with you. They say you're wrong. The attorney in the
They
chat
can
said
say
you
all they
wrong.
want, but they don't live outside the country. I live in Mexico and I've been here 5 years.
Oh,
So it doesn't
okay.
matter what they say. I
All
know what it
right.
is. I'm not an accountant.
All
So,
right. Well, okay,
but
true
that's all I
wisdom.
wanted to say, Michelle.
Well, let's see how petty he gonna be, because I'll be here to
That's
report
it.
it.
If you want to be petty, I mean, it was me, I would do it, but he's a businessman. He probably won't.
Okay. Well, thank
Yeah.
you, true wisdom.
All
I
right. Good
appreciate
night,
it. All right,
Michelle.
good night.
Bye.
Hold on, we got Mickey on the line.
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
Hey, Mickey, how you doing?
I'm good, Michelle.
So
The
what is it?
18-month divorce. It's
It
been
did
like,
last a very, very long time, didn't it?
yeah, it's been like a year and a half.
Yeah.
And also, because you made a very interesting point. I think you went live yesterday, right? Yeah, I think it was
I
yesterday.
did.
I was listening to you, and I remember you had said it's very, very interesting how he got detained. Right? Was it right before the premiere?
He got detained before the premiere and got released the day after the reunion.
See, in my Nini voice, is it a coincidence?
Is it a
Is it a
coincidence?
coincidence? I ask you. Is
Okay.
it a coincidence? Yeah, Portia's definitely playing chess, not checkers.
Oh,
Um, Even though I feel like Simon is gonna get her eventually, I feel like he petty as hell. I feel he might find a way around a lot of this, especially if he's just gonna. Is he in Nigeria currently?
yes, he
And if
is.
he's, living there and all of that, I don't think he's gonna be paying her.
Well,
Alan,
I don't know
what?
if he's gonna be living I think he's gonna be living in Dubai. He has citizenship in Dubai as well.
And also, my question, because she kind of spilled her own tea on Tamra Hush. Tamara Hall show. She did
What she
say
say?
season 17 she's going to be filming in the house. So
Mm.
now does this give her like it can she film now in the house?
I mean, she been filming in the house. She been filming her YouTube channel in the house.
Yeah, but that's different from the,
I
you
mean,
know, the
who's gonna? I
show.
mean, who's gonna stop her at this point? You know, like at the end of the day, whether it's a violation or not, that's what his argument was. Because even in this prenup, hold on, let me show you this. I was gonna pull this up. We talked about this on Patreon a couple of weeks ago when he first filed it, but this was in the prenup, it was a private and confidentiality clause in the prenup that basically said that, you know, she could not film in the house. She couldn't uh speak about him, you know, even on the show. It was without his written consent. So
Yeah.
hold on, we're gonna read it. Let me pull it up. I can't see it on my end. Where'd it go? Lord. Okay. As part of the fruits of husband's bargain under the prenuptial agreement, the husband was entitled to enjoy the benefits that would stem from the confidentiality terms contained in the agreement, which states the following in paragraph 17, entitled Confidentiality and Equitable Remedies. Without the prior written consent of the other party, neither party shall disclose, publish, cause to be published, or provide information on documentation to any other individual or entity which describes, depicts, or discloses the terms and provisions or substance of this agreement or any other agreement. This describes, depicts, or discloses any financial information of the other party. Now, remember, Portia put in the dang in her motion that Simon was worth 300 million. Remember that? Describes, depicts, or discloses negative or disparaging information as to the other party and or their relationship and or the other party's family and such party's relationship with his or her family and or the other party's professional and business interests. Additionally, neither party shall permit or direct any third party to do any of the foregoings without the other party's consent. So there was like different issues within the prenup that was stemming from privacy, and apparently Portia broke each and every one of them, and that's what they were arguing about today,
Damn.
right?
That is crazy because I
And they
remember
argued all day long. They was in there from like 9:30 to 6:30, according
that
to
is
Simon.
that's like that's like almost 12 hours.
Yeah, yeah. They had a few breaks. They had a lunch break and, you know, a few breaks in between. But for the most part, you know, he appeared during Zoom and, you know, I guess I don't know if all of them appeared via Zoom because Portia wanted to appear via Zoom because remember she had the international career opportunity, which turned out to be traders. Remember I told y'all that
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. But yeah,
That is insane.
yeah.
But I think for her, because she did, you know, go through her divorce with Cordell, she probably like, hell nah, I am not about to get kicked out. I'm not gonna be left out, you know, strung out there and, you know, just left with nothing. But it's, I mean, listen, she is,
But to
that's a
me, I
sniper.
mean, I guess, you know, and listen, no one's faulting her for being strategic. It is what it is. Simon was a mark and he got marked. Okay. And
Yeah.
so at the end of the day, she entered into this agreement to me to get money. To, you know, that's why
Yeah.
they went back and forth with the prenup because she wanted these things. She wanted a house, she wanted money, she wanted to make sure that she could get this X amount, you know, per month, you know, for her and her child that's not even his. And she entered into the agreement. And as soon as the date came that it says you have to be married at least 365 days, then on 453, I'm leaving, you know.
Yeah. And even like alimony, how does is that until she enters a new relationship? Is that for life? Like, how does that really
I don't
work?
know. I gotta see a copy of the order which comes down, and you know, we'll go through it when we see it, you know. But yeah.
Yeah. And
Normally alimony is only until the other person gets married.
oh, that means she never finna get married.
Right.
She never gonna get because I think even Wendy Williams, I think to this day she be paying her ex-husband, right?
Oh, yeah.
And even like Mary J and Kendu, she be
Yeah.
paying, yeah, and they've been divorced years.
Oh, it's all bad.
Yeah. But even like with the house, So it's gonna go into a trust, and then they're gonna split the house.
That's I mean, again, he's threatening to appeal, so I guess she wants it in a trust until that time that, they decide what they're gonna do with it.
My God, bro. But Simon, and I feel like this should be a lesson to a lot of these quote unquote, high value men and all of that. Y'all wanna entertain these females, y'all gotta sharpen up. Y'all gotta sharpen up.
Oh, nothing. Just waiting on this lady to finish her yapathon.
Oh, what?
Oh, really?
What is happening? What is
It's
happening?
the fake New York.
Hey, Miss Fake New York, honey.
Hi, Michelle. How are you, sweetheart? You look amazing.
Thank you. How you been?
I said, good girl. I just really love that we're getting treated with multiple lives this week. This is like
I
right on
know.
time.
I was not trying to go live today, but I was like, if
Yes,
y'all don't quit tagging me, talking about Porsha one, I was like, let me go in here and talk to the people.
you know what? Unfortunately, she did do her big one. Listen, listen. I am speechless. You know, she took advantage
Uh huh.
and she won. So,
Oh,
but I don't blame her. You know, because I really
but
feel
did she
like
win if she got to keep fighting and fighting and fighting for like if this, he's supposed to be a multimillionaire according to her, and I'm sure if he a multimillionaire, he got the millions to spend on legal fees to keep you tied up for years. Is
well,
she
I'm going to
winning?
tell you this. I got an
Uh
email a couple months back
huh.
from allegedly a Nigerian prince. He told me that he would send me $5 million if I sent him $5,000. He needed to secure the contract for the oil lands. And I said, you know what? That sounds like a good to me. So what did I do? I went on down to my local bank and emptied up that 5K. I sent it over to Nigeria. I heard from his ass this. I got scams and I'm okay with Portia doing the scamming on behalf of all Americans. I stand with her.
Okay, Miss Fake New York. I don't know where we going with this, but okay, Miss Fake New
Hello?
York. Okay, all right. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Michelle.
Okay.
Anyways, Michelle, you have a good night.
Thank you, Mickey.
Can't listen
Appreciate
to
it,
this.
friend.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Wait, did you hear me?
Miss Fake New York. I did hear you
Wait,
about the
can you hear
scamming,
me? Is
friend.
this
I
thing
did.
on?
I can hear you.
Absolutely.
Can you
So
hear me?
listen, I can hear you now. Thank God. Because I really feel
Okay.
like
Oh,
Portia just tried to hack my shit. But I'm back.
oh, okay.
Well, hi
Okay.
Michelle. Hi everybody.
Hey,
Happy
pretty
hump day.
Pisces. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'll be honest with you. I like you, but you be irking me sometimes because I be like, girl, I
I
just
be
want you
asking
to
you.
be on my side sometimes, but we don't be on the same page. But on this one, we on the same page, right?
Oh, so now
But
we on the
I
same
do
page.
no, but I be watching you, so I like as long as you get a like and a follow, and I always do that. It counts, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
yeah. I don't
we don't
mind if you
always
don't
have
agree
to
with me.
agree, right?
Yeah.
We agree to disagree, right?
Mhm.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I feel like, or what's his name? Simon
Uh-huh.
is gonna be back in the country if he
Mhm.
not already back in the country. And a lot of people, this is what I realized, and I found out, and I noticed that I feel like you broke the story before everybody started breaking this week.
Mhm.
Like you had already called it and said what was gonna happen.
Mhm.
And people was like not giving you your credit. But I'm here to be like, I'm gonna give you your tens, I'm gonna give you your ones. You get what I'm saying?
Ah, thank you.
You did that. So I don't know, but I do feel like Simon is gonna be back here. I honestly want him to speak on the situation because it'll give Portia something to talk about. Because right
Period.
now, if they were going through what they were going through last year before the show started airing,
Uh-huh.
Portia would have had like a different storyline. Because Simon's petty.
Mhm. Mhm.
Simon's petty, and I feel like Simon would have
And the
been.
ratings would have been higher because the ratings have been dust, honey. The ratings have been
They
low.
they they really have. They really
Mhm.
really have. And no, I don't need my inhaler. I'm talking how I talk. Please understand.
Ignore the people.
But I do. But at the same time, I'm just being real. So I do feel like Simon needs to come out and speak his piece. Portia needs to have somebody to help her with a storyline. I'm not against Portia. I'm not for Portia, but I feel like she needs more than just what she gave this season. Simon being back in Nigeria, he'll be back in America. He's supposed to be. Is that interview with Sheree Samponi? Is that
Uh-huh.
like something that was done before he went to ICE, or is that like
Uh-huh.
something he
But
just
this not
did?
an interview, child. He's working on a project, a big project, and with a streaming giant. And yeah, we talked about it over on Patreon. Patreon got that tea. I can't say
Oh, okay.
publicly yet, but yeah, he's
Oh,
working on something that will be out soon. And I think
but that
within the
means
next
that
week or
he's
two, they're
done
gonna
that
release
after
a
he's
press
gotten
release.
out.
Huh?
That was after he got out.
No, that was before he went
That was
in,
before.
but
Okay. Okay.
they, they're continuing the yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that. I want to hear it. I'm
It's
excited
gonna
to
be an
see it.
ongoing little story, child. We're gonna get all the tea.
But I'm gonna continue to always have my Miss New York, fake New York. She's crazy.
We love her.
Yeah, she is funny. She's crazy. But I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to come up here. I'm still gonna have my love hate relationship with you. We can agree to disagree, but I'm gonna still be liking in the comments, sharing, and I'm already subscribed. So
All right. Well,
I'll
I
be
appreciate you
here.
so much. Thank you.
But
But
before
I
you
love
go,
you,
I want to
Michelle.
know, like, what was the attack about? Like, did you really have to attack me in such a, belligerent, bogus way? Like, you couldn't just make your exit peacefully? You come up there with your COPD, breathing and
Oh
exhaling
no,
all in
not
my mouth. Oh, yeah, I'm going.
COPD.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Wait,
going
wait,
there.
wait, wait. Be nice, Miss New York.
She totally
No,
attacks
it's
me.
okay. It's okay. I just
What
have a
is wrong
raspy
with this
voice.
broad? Is she nuts?
I just
Like,
I just have a raspy voice, Miss Fake New York. I like you. Come on now.
I
I
like
didn't
you
attack
too.
you.
But I would like for you to have your ventilator programmed properly before you come up here. I don't want to
Okay,
hear
I
all that
will next
breathing and
time, okay?
exhaling. Okay.
I will
You know.
next time. No
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for the
love.
Pisces. We love you. Thank
All
you.
right. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.
You too,
All
All right.
Boogie.
right. Miss New York, where you been, child?
Yes, girl, I'm so sorry if my background is out of control. I'm in the middle of a blizzard. Listen, I'm always here. Like, I never miss an episode. I kid you not. Like, I
Uh-huh.
never miss an episode.
What?
Right hand to God.
I appreciate you.
Absolutely. We locked in.
We are. We like this.
Period. We see each other.
We do. Well, I
Yes.
appreciate you so much, Miss Fake New York.
Absolutely, Queen. You look
All
so
right.
gorgeous. Listen, you look amazing.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you going live. Like, this type of thing makes my night. Like, you don't
Oh,
understand.
thank you. I appreciate you. Guess I'll
Absolutely.
find one more story to talk about before I go.
Yes. Okay. Clock
All right.
it.
All right. Bye, Miss Fake New York.
Wait, I'm leaving?
Oh, you want to stay? Okay, stay there, honey. You can stay. You can be my
Okay.
co-host. I
Yes,
don't care.
period.
Okay, I want to talk about Kroy. This real quick. This real quick because I'll probably clip this up. This be a standalone video. Kim and Kroy Biermann. Remember we was talking about how everything they was doing back in the day about this damn house, and it ended up being bought from under them. Well, apparently now it's being reported that they was kicked to the curb by the marshals before they even moved out. Kim had moving trucks and everything there, and apparently she wasn't even moving nothing. The people who bought the house actually had to come and send the marshals over there to get this white trash out the house. It was so ghetto over there. They had dog feces and doo-doo all over the home and urine, and they stole the washer and dryer. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Never mind. Anyway, according to TMZ, it says Kim and Kroy got a home visit from the U.S. Marshals back in April of this year. And the agents told the occupants to hit the road, finally ending the drama with their residents. According to the legal documents, 4 deputy marshals showed up to Kim and Kroy's house on April 8th to kick out everyone still living in the house. I wonder who all was there. Kim and Kroy and the kids and Ariel and Brielle, like who all was in this house, child? Kim was a squatter. It said the intervention lasted from 3:30 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. according to the documents, and the box marked ejected was checked. So it sounds like someone got the boot. Worth noting, Kim and Kroy's names are both still attached to the house, and the papers don't clarify who was tossed from the pad. We've reached out for more info, but it's been no word. As you know, Kim and Kroy finally sold the mansion for 2.75 million back in February. So they was there from February to April, child, months after their of trying during their messy divorce. Kim and Kroy got a ton of visits from the cops at the home since they filed dueling divorce petitions in May 2023. They wanted more of the property, but persistent money issues and fear of foreclosure forced them to finally accept the lesser price. Both Kim and Kroy are moving on, with Kim recently telling us she's dating. Oh, we don't care about it. But yeah, what you think about Kim and Kroy being kicked out the house?
I just really I remember bragging about this home, how much money she had.
Mm.
She had this ambiance as though
Oh,
she were better than the black girls on the
oh,
show.
she
And
did.
her destruction is something that I giggle about at night before
Uh-huh.
bed. It's a ritual for me. I have a 5-minute session of giggling at
Not a
her
5 minute
death.
session.
Absolutely, a 5-minute giggling intentional session, laughing at her destruction.
Oh Lord.
She
Look,
is
it
a
said
loser.
the new owners began the process last December. So they've been trying to get them out since December. The new owners stated that
Absolutely.
the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star and the ex NFL players hold the premises over and beyond the term for which they rented to them. They was renting to them. Look, they done bought the house and they rented to them until they could get their shit together. They also claimed that Biermann 39 and Zodiac 47 had already been served papers for the proceeding against a tenant holding over. Child, Kim and Kroy was just what does Kroy do now? I think he worked at the construction company. Why was they still there? It said after the first few filings from the new owners went unanswered by the estranged couple, the U.S. Marshals intervened and removed them on April 8th. Okay. Well, all right. So there you have it. I think they probably still bumping skins. I think Kim and Kroy still together.
Oh, absolutely. They're come on, they're desperate. Kim is washed up. She's lost her luster. Who cares about a blonde with skinny legs? Like
Oh,
that isn't it's not a thing anymore. Like we
oh.
don't care. You know what
Oh,
I
somebody want me to
mean?
talk about the ratings, child. The ratings was low.
Oh hi.
The ratings was low this week. Let me see. Ratings. The ratings were low. Hold on. Bravo ratings. Real Housewives of Atlanta. 578,000 viewers this week on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Point 11 in the 18 to 49 demo. They got Phaedra up there screaming, and I don't know why. This particular episode I wasn't happy about because I didn't like the way Shamia was acting towards Britt, and Britt ain't my favorite person, but I feel like that they all have some type of vendetta against Britt, and they all kind of executed it this last episode. Have you been tuned in, Miss New York?
Absolutely.
What you think about it?
I think that, it I just think they need to put the show out of its misery.
Oh,
It's not the same anymore, unfortunately. It's just something that just needs to be put to rest. It's a dead thing. There's no reviving it. It's just on
not
just to
even
be
a
on
little
at this
bit.
point.
You Phaedra couldn't do it. Let me see. Let me
Shit.
look at the ratings for the whole season. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so they started at 0.72 after a 2-year hiatus, and then they went down, down, down. They ain't hit 7.72 yet, 720,000 yet. They went from 720,000 to 670,000 to 640,000, down to 560,000 to 600. Then they went up a little bit, 620,000. Then they were back in the 500,000s again. Then they went up a little bit. Then they had a season low. The frack is back, which was that was the season low when Phaedra came back was 460,000. Oh Lord. And then they on a girls trip, it went back up to 650,000, and now it's back down to 580,000. So there are apparently 3 more episodes until the reunion, the rebirth, which is next week, chicken and waffles, and then game over. So there are 3 more episodes. And then I guess the reunion will be 1 episode. I don't even know. We shall see. But go ahead, Miss New York. You said you just wanted out of his misery.
I think so. I don't think that, also, this is just me. I think that the franchise needs to adapt to the times. Like, I'm not subscribed to cable. I don't have cable. I
Uh-huh.
would probably watch it if it were on, an on-demand thing. But
Oh.
it needs to be. I think the market has changed. They need to enter into the world of streaming. Um, what am I trying to say here? Attract a new audience. Like, people aren't sitting in front of their TVs anymore.
Well, Miss New York, since you here, and before I go, I think that you would be the first person to ask about this. What did you think about the Nene leaks and the T.S. Madison drama that's been circulating this week?
I think Nene was 100% right in her position. I saw it. I agree with her. Who wants to come on? The thing that disturbs me is that TS acts like this is not a weird thing to be everything that TS is. Like, there's some people who are just going to hold on to reality and say
Mhm,
the way you're living your life is abnormal. If
mhm,
someone chooses to sleep with you, they too are abnormal. There
mm,
are a sector of men who do not dip and dabble in that type of lifestyle. And that Fans is trying to make it seem that everyone is into that. No, that is the world in which he lives. That's not reality. So I do think that Nene was, 100% correct in her position and not normalizing the weirdness, the weirdness in everything that man hands is. So
mm,
I stand with Nene.
mhm.
I don't want to say too much
Okay.
because it can get hot. Oh
Don't be
my.
screaming. You hurt
Oh,
my
okay.
ears.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little excited when it comes to that because,
Oh,
listen, she's right.
okay. I just thought I'd ask. Well, I
Absolutely.
appreciate you, Miss
Because,
Fake New York. I'm
you
calling
know,
it. I'm a
I'm not a
huh?
man or anything like that. But,
Oh, allegedly.
okay.
Well, I certainly appreciate you. Wait. Satra said Michelle Kim's daughter Ariana is on a new show, Next Gen NYC. She said Kim and Kroy stole her money. Kim still begs to take care of Kim still begs her to take care of Kim. Her boyfriend The Zaxby heir doesn't like the begging. Ooh, not the girl. The little daughter is taking care of the mama. So I can't take the next gen New York City, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go tune in. Thank you, Satcher, for the super chat, friend. Do you watch that show, Miss New York?
Um, absolutely.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Should I pull up the clip?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Ariel Biermann. Where is she? I don't even know where to look for it. Uh, Let me see. Ariel, AILE. I can't find it, y'all. Biermann. Yeah, I can't find it. Oh well. Anyway, I don't want to see it anyway. Miss Fake New York, I appreciate you for joining me today. I think I got everything off my chest. Everybody tired of talking about Porsha and Simon divorce. Okay. So did I ask you about it? Did you tell me what you thought about Porsha and Simon's divorce?
Well, listen, well,
Oh, it's
I think
Ariana.
what you think about it. I do think that it was, some buffoonery. But I have to be with the American on this one. We love a good reverse scam,
Not a good reverse. Hold on, y'all. I found it. I was typing the girl name in wrong. I didn't know it. It said during the season premiere of Next Gen NYC, Ariana Biermann claimed that her parents, Kim Zosier and Kroy Biermann, took her money to cover bills and other expenses. I can't say exactly what they used it on because I just found out. So let me see what this say. Oh, this is an interview. Hold on, let me see. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research.
Your parents did take money from you,
Yes.
which I think may surprise a lot of people.
Yeah. I think, people love the narrative that I've spent my parents' money. It's like their favorite thing to say.
Yeah.
And I think that's obviously not the case. And
How can she spend her parents' money and the parents couldn't even keep the house?
now I just continue to build up and make my own money and support myself as being a 23-year-old and just continue to try to take every opportunity I can to build back up everything. And as far as now, I mean, everything for me is going great. I think I'm the best financially stable I've ever been in my life, which is awesome. And my mom's doing great too. She's working really hard and has a lot of great things going for her. And my dad's working too. So everything's going in the right direction and moving forward.
Good. Did you come to New York with the show with kind of nothing then?
I had been working still. I kind of found out about
It's interesting. They got Riley just sitting there on mute. Everybody on mute.
my money situation a couple of years ago. And so I've really been trying to make my money and build things up, sell some things too, just so I could feel comfortable and feel like no matter what could happen. Obviously Hudson is such a blessing. I didn't really have much when we had gotten back together. I found out, I really don't have very much. And he was really amazing to me, and I've built back up for my stuff. And even then I've been doing that for like the last 2 years, which is why I'm now at like a stable enough place where I could live in New York on my own.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, I could barely live in Georgia on my own. So
Not 2 years ago. You could barely live in Georgia. Neither could your parents. We just saw they got kicked out.
Good for you.
definitely, thank you.
Good for you for
you.
doing it all yourself too.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's
Yes.
really fantastic. Did it put a strain on your relationship? Because you said before your mom's your best friend.
Yeah.
But did this put a strain on your relationship for a while?
I wouldn't say. I tried to really not let it, because I feel like money is such a stressful thing for everybody. And no matter what, nobody wants to be in the positions that they find themselves in or things that happen. So no matter what, I tried to keep our relationship outside of the money, which gets like a little difficult sometimes. And, but we've definitely mended a lot of things throughout the last couple of years and gotten to a really great place. And no matter what, it was never a point where I wasn't talking to my mom.
Yeah. I'm sure the space from,
Yes.
you living in New York,
It was,
in
yeah.
Georgia, I'm sure that probably helps
Yes,
a lot too.
definitely.
Riley, like, why am I here?
Yeah, no, that's
Even if
good.
we talk on the phone, we're not, I'm not living in the house anymore. It's not as much the same thing, but we're great. And
Well, nobody was should have been living in the house. That was the problem.
we've always we figured out our way throughout it
Yeah.
all.
Well, there you have it. What you think about this, Miss New York child?
Yeah, I just think that she's really just trying to save face. She's trying to put on the glamorous front. When her
Mm.
parents are broke. She's sitting up there all glammed up, talking about she can afford this, that, and the other. I think it's all a hoax.
Oh,
She's living in a reality that
uh-huh.
only she lives in. I'm
Okay.
buying it.
All right. Girl. Hey, who is girl? Quasia?
Girl, what's up, Michelle? Hey,
Hey,
Fake New
girl.
York.
How
What's
you
up?
doing?
I'm
How
all
you
right.
doing?
I'm good. I'm calling in because I'm nosy.
Ooh,
I want to know,
uh-huh.
was the egg mentioned during the hearing?
Was the what?
The egg.
The egg.
The egg that got thrown out or allegedly?
Oh, the embryos. Oh, I didn't even ask that question.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's gone.
I know it's gone, but I mean, was it just, mentioned at all?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna ask him that
Okay,
next
okay,
time.
okay.
We talked about a lot of stuff though. We talked about the mortgage. He was talking about how, he just want to move on. Can you imagine being 62 years old and being detained for damn 5 months and not
Yes,
having, your money, your lifestyle, like everything just ceased and you were in,
right.
in jail for pretty much nothing. I know people are like, well, he was in the country illegally, but technically he had a green card. Basically, he had actually changed his name legally to that
Mhm.
name y'all say he entered into the United States illegally with, which is why I guess, allegedly he's going to fight his deportation later, but he wanted to fight it after he got out of detention. Because why fight it while you in detention and be like detained for 6, 8, 12 months? So
Mhm. Mhm. And I'm glad that, he's back in his element. I could not even imagine. I mean, yes, we all have made some bad choices, good choices, and things like that. And I see people say like, "Oh, he came in with a fake name, an alias, and all this and that." But we got all the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Nikki babies, and everything like that. Y'all answer to all of those type of things, and nobody is crucifying y'all to the cross. What really like? I mean, I don't know, either party or nothing like that, but what really aggravates me is that the children are amongst all of this mess.
mhm,
And Porsha, like, you wrong for like not allowing his children to still live a lifestyle that they are accustomed to. When y'all married together, it became y'all children, you and his children. So to be a mother and to have like, not giving birth per se, but have lost a child, you are dead wrong. It's a lot of abuse going on. Excuse me. It's a lot of that going on around in this country, in this world. And I understand, like, on both sides, fight for your rights, of course, but in the end portion, I would not have just drug this out all this long time. Like, I have a child, a daughter, I'm supposed to be representing myself as this classy, successful woman and a successful Black woman. And to go this far, it's just too much. And I see people saying, "Oh, Simon, let it go, let it go." I mean, these are stuff that he has worked for, businesses, assets. He has children, he has families, he has the children's have mothers, and this is not right. You know what I'm saying? So, fight it to the end. I mean, y'all will sit and watch, 6 hours of Roots and fight it to
Are you
the end.
married?
But I am.
Do, really? Do you have children?
I have a son by marriage.
How convenient for you to say that when you knew I was going to ask you a follow-up question. Because I don't believe you have a ring. I believe you're a baby mama and you have your baby daddy on child
Oh no.
support. So
Oh
you're
no,
just
I
as good.
didn't. No,
Why
my
don't you show me
God,
your ring? Show me the marriage. Like, I want to see the marriage certificate.
Miss
Show
Fake
me
New
your marriage
Miss Fake New
records.
York, I'm not married to you, okay? Second of all, I'm not only am I a you know, I don't get called stepmother. That's how much respect I get. I am also a grandmother, okay? And I know what it's like to not have children of my own, okay? I've been pregnant
Tell me
before.
more.
I've been pregnant before. I have miscarried before. I have gone through a loss and grief and all of those things, okay? When I decided to put my life, on the top shelf and get married and, enjoy life with a husband, a man, um, that was the path that God, intended for me. I do have a ring. Not that, I need to prove that to you, but yeah, to answer your question, I do. I do. I
So
have a
you just did
couple of
everything right. You just calculate. So you just
no,
sat down,
no. Oh
crunched all the
no.
numbers, and got the
Oh no.
calculations just right. I'm not buying it.
No.
You can
Oh
pull
no.
that. You can
Oh
pull
no,
that on
ma'am.
someone else. You're not
Wait
gonna
a
Oh
pull
no,
it
minute.
on me
ma'am.
here tonight.
Oh no,
Michelle,
ma'am.
she attacks me.
What is
I
happening?
am a vet.
Miss Fake New York.
She
Listen,
is nuts.
like
I
Listen
was
to me.
gone for
I'm
5 seconds. What's going on?
I'm
She
just
knocked
gonna
me all upside my head.
Miss Fake New York. I'm just gonna assume that you're a woman. I'm going to assume that you're a black woman, because I can't see you. I've never seen you before. So what I can say is, hopefully you'll be able to find love. Hopefully you'll be able to find endless love. Hopefully you'll be able to find a husband will find you. How about that? Do you have children?
I do.
How many?
I have a gang of children and they're blessed, they're anointed, they're smart,
Okay.
they're intelligent.
Okay, well,
And
cool.
How I miss? How we get on this? I'm
Well, she
confused.
because
asked
when you were gone, she
Miss Fake
literally
New York,
accused me. She
Miss
accused me
Fake.
of being an illegal immigrant.
Oh no, Miss Fake New York. Now, come on now. I'm on your side, okay? Like I am really on your side. Miss Fake New York asked me if I had children, and I told her yes. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but ma'am, you
Okay.
was up here. You kept talking and talking. Then you kept acting like your life is just like you have a lot going on. Like you're married. You were saying Miss New York. You were like you're married. You have kids and you have a career.
Yeah,
And you just trying to act like you're not a peasant in real life.
Oh,
exactly. And
Who are
it
you
never,
talking to?
I,
You
And
I,
then
talking to
you
I
acting
somebody
like
in
I
the
have
chat?
grandkids and stuff. Like you just acting like your life is
No,
just
you're
perfect.
wrong. I didn't say
absolutely. No, that
grandkids.
is
I
exactly
didn't
what you
say
did.
grandkids.
That's what you did.
Excuse
What you
me,
Okay.
did to New York
I
is
think you're
disrespectful.
excuse me.
referring to
No,
someone in
excuse.
the back
Wait a
chat.
sec. No. Because I texted Dre, and
Dre, where
we.
you
Yes.
at?
No,
Where you at?
excuse me, sweetheart.
Dre,
I
where you
texted
at?
Dre. Excuse me.
Miss Fake New York, where you at?
Excuse me. I
Miss Fake New
texted
But
York.
we're
Dre.
not trying to fight. You
Under
want to be
all
you
of
want to
that
be
No,
ghetto. You
wait a
want to
vitriol,
second.
fight us for no
Wait a
reason.
second. I
under
have to
all
get
of
this
that
out.
I'm not
I
girth,
about to
have to
fight
get
you.
this
I
I
out.
don't
know
know why
that
you
you're a
trying to fight
lovable
Excuse
to
me.
fight.
person
Excuse.
and
I'm
I
I
not violent. I
accept
don't want to
Oh,
your
so
fight
she's
you.
just
love.
gonna
You
keep
want to sit up
talking
I
here.
over
You want
me
to fight
like
accept
I'm a
after
can
me.
we
witch.
you
talk?
for
Wait.
who
Can we
you
talk
You
one
are.
at a
threatening
time?
me.
Listen. Can
So
we
how
I
say?
just
about
want to
that?
say, I just want to say that I
How about
texted
what?
Dre. Hold on, Dre. I just want to say that I texted Dre. We have a group chat. We crunched the numbers, and what
Okay.
she's saying is not adding up.
It's not. It's not.
What kind of calculator do you have? A
Don't
calculator from
worry
Sesame
about it.
Street?
Don't
Is it
worry
from
about it.
is it
New
from
York. You
Sesame
see, she was up
Street?
here trying to act like her life was just so perfect.
Who
Exactly.
said that?
The
She
way you was
nuts.
talking, like your life is just so perfect. But once you log off, you still trying to find a way to pay that phone bill. Your life is
Well,
not
Dre,
perfect.
do you want to pay my phone bill this month and
No,
next
you
month
said
and
that
the
you're
rest of the
married.
year?
You said you're happily married. You told New York, and you said you're a woman, right?
I am a woman. I'm a black
No, no, that's
woman.
what you told New
Dre, you've
York.
seen me before.
Ooh.
Where did I see you at?
Oh, okay. Dre, don't just look. I accept your love, you and Miss Fake New York. I am the real
You're the
Quasia.
real what? No, wait a second. Are you
I
trying to
am
say
the
that I'm not a
real
real woman?
Oh,
Are
Quasia.
you
I'm
trying?
not
Excuse,
fake
I want to know why you put an emphasis on real. I'm a real woman.
because
What are you trying to
you
say?
have fake in your name. So I'm just going to assume that you're fake.
Honey, I'm every woman. Don't you
oh
ever
yeah,
get it
yeah,
twisted.
yeah, Quasia.
Hey, I
Okay,
don't
okay.
deny that because I can't see you. I've never seen
Quasia,
you.
Quasia, are you and Michelle related? Because you and Michelle always put up everything you say. You be in that chat, right?
No, Michelle doesn't always put up everything that I
Yes, she
say.
does.
Okay.
I think you were one of
Like
her
when you're a
cousins.
nice person and you're respectful, I
I
think
can't be
that's
tell
what
you
she
when you be in the
appreciates.
chat.
Excuse me?
You be in the chat all the time.
I do. I do. Not all the time now, but you've
Michelle, ain't
seen
this your
me.
niece?
No,
Excuse me?
No, I just thought y'all was related. I'm sorry.
No, we're not
Because
related. Mm-mm.
no.
We're related in spirit. How about that?
yeah.
Okay.
So are you also married in spirit? Because I don't believe you have a husband.
Miss Fake New York.
New York,
Where's
she
the
have a
marriage
husband. New York,
records?
this is her third husband.
Oh, okay. So she's one of them.
Where did
Yeah.
where did this
Third?
topic come from?
Oh,
Because I'm
wow.
confused as to how we got here.
So when
'Cause
you had a malfunction with the when your camera went down, she called me all types of illegal immigrants. She called me
oh,
all types of
listen, I don't know where you're from,
criminals.
Miss Fake New York.
She
I'm just gonna assume that you're from New York, but then you have fake before in your name.
you're not gonna keep mentioning that.
I mean, it says Miss Fake New York. Where are you from, Miss Fake New York?
That's none of
Are
your
you from
damn business.
Are you from YouTube? Are
Why
you
y'all
from
taking
the
long? I
internet?
don't understand what's happening. Why can't
I
y'all
don't know.
just
They're trying to like gang up on me, but I love me some fake Miss Fake New York. And I guess that's Dre. I don't know. I can't. Dre is
So
sometimes and
you can't
sometimes.
see me, but you can see New York.
I don't. I mean, your picture on there is like it's nothing. It's like it's an icon
New
there, but
York?
I don't see a picture.
Quasia, you know exactly who it is. Don't do that.
I don't know
Oh,
who it is, Dre. Like you're always like all over the country and flying everywhere. So. Hey,
Yeah,
salute
where
to
I'm at
you.
right now is morning time. Would you like to see?
No,
yeah.
salute to you. I
I
believe you.
Okay,
I want to
okay.
see. Show us the window, Dre.
No. I was just trying to show her.
Drake
She
always
You
is
can't
on
show
a
me.
vacation though. Like we have to give it up to Drake for that.
Yeah,
He's
that's why I
living the
said
life a lot
salute
of
to
these
Dre.
girls want to live. He's a nomad in the most respectful way. He's always on a
Hmm.
plane, always in a
Hmm.
different, territory. And we love that. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
okay with that as
yeah,
well.
but New York, I don't get up here and brag like other people just did.
Absolutely.
I'm very, very humble.
Absolutely. And that's how I
Right.
know you're really about that. When she comes up
Right.
here and she says
You
she
have
has
to
a
watch the people
husband, she
that
has
say
the
stuff like
kids,
that.
All
she
I
has
said
the
is
ring.
I don't have any kids. Where you get kids from? Where's the plural?
I thought you
Where's the
said you had
plural?
a child. I thought you said you
Can
were,
we go back to the topic at hand, Dre? What do you
yeah.
think
Okay,
about
so
Porsche
the topic
winning
at hand, I
winning
said that
up being
salute to
enforced?
Simon. I'm in support of every right, and I don't appreciate Portia for kicking his kids out.
Oh,
Peace.
okay.
Michelle, you said, what do I think about what?
Hey,
About
Mama
the prenup
Brown.
being enforced.
I
Thank you,
can't hear
Queen.
you. Your
The
niece was
prenup being
talking.
the prenup being enforced.
Oh, Michelle, I don't know nothing about Simon in person. I'm sorry. Did you talk about anything else?
No,
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
thought about Claudia being at Diddy parties.
Simon Portia, that's wealthy type of, I'm just going to, mind my normal business. That's you say he worked for all this money. I don't know. I don't know. Good luck.
Oh,
I thought it said it in the court documents. Did you
it
miss
did.
it?
How Portia gonna get paid if he ain't got no money?
You
Dre?
talking to me?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I never said he was broke. Are you I said I don't know what he got going on. I said you said he had a lot of money. I don't follow Simon nor Portia. I'm not really interested in neither one.
Dre, I think she's frozen. Now's our time to attack this lady. Now,
Hey,
what was you
Dre,
saying,
somebody,
sweetie?
hey, Dre, somebody asked, are you in ICE? Are you detained
I don't know
in ICE
why my
with us?
computer keep doing that. It is driving me
No, I'm
crazy.
not. No, I was born in America.
Oh, somebody said
Y'all
that
hear
in
me?
the chat.
But Quasi, you see, it's Georgia Peach's birthday, right? You go tell her happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Georgia Peach. Happy
She claims
birthday
she's
to
55, but we just
you.
go along with that.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Georgia Peach.
Happy birthday to Georgia P
She said it's her mom's birthday too.
7777. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Book me tomorrow.
New York, what did you think about that song she sung?
I think that she too has COPD. She's a disgrace to
No.
humanity. When she sung, she gave me like monotone jazzy. It's bringing me back to Jezebel.
Happy
Um, who,
birthday
It
to
does. It
you.
kind of
excuse
Happy
does.
me.
birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Georgia Peach. What other style do you want? You want me to rap? You want me to sing
Now you got
gospel?
to sing to her mom too. It's
I'd
her
really
mom's
like for
birthday
you to
too.
shut the hell up.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Miss Fake New York. You want some soap for that mouth? You kiss your mama with that mouth?
Oh, she brought your mom in New York. We know how you feel about your mom.
I mean, she attacking me, so I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking, do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
So
New
what I'm
York,
trying not to do because I feel my fist
don't do it.
pulsating,
Don't do it, New York. It's not
and
worth it.
You
It's not
stuck in
worth
a
it. Calm
blizzard, so
down.
I'm
I know
trying not
you.
to
Calm
swing
down.
on
Don't
her.
do it.
You're stuck in a
I'm
blizzard, so
trying not to swing on her.
Don't do it, New York.
you're
Don't do it. It's
stuck
not
in a
worth it.
blizzard, so I know you're not going to do
It's not
anything.
worth it. It's not worth it. You better than that. You're a real lady.
You're right. I have to step back into my
Yeah,
femininity
stop back.
and
Step back.
realize who I am, a strong
Exactly.
black woman who is very dainty, very feminine.
Attractive.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Attractive.
Absolutely. All of those
Miss
things.
Fake New York, can you sing?
I can.
Hum me a song.
No,
Mi-
bitch.
Mi- Miss Fake, you know, New York, you got to do the diary though.
I don't want to do that.
I can't respond to negativity like that.
What did you call it? N word? Excuse me?
You could have just sang happy birthday to Georgia Peach. Happy birthday, Georgia Peach, because Miss Fake New York don't want to be nice.
Oh,
Georgia
we
happy
already
Peach,
sung
birthday,
look.
Happy
Georgia
Birthday to
Peach.
Georgia Peach. How many times you want us to sing?
All right, and on that note,
And on that note,
can we stick to the topics at hand?
to speak on that, on the Gen Z show, I watched for Riley and is it Gia? Is that Teresa's daughter? I only watched the first episode. I liked it, but I'm not in that age bracket, so I'm just gonna leave it to the Gen Zs. I thought it would. The only interesting, really thing that I thought about the show is when um, Kim's daughter said that she be spending her money. So, there's that. I don't know the other kids.
All
Michelle,
right.
you ever talk about the BET Awards?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
Somebody asked me, "Did you review?" And I told them I don't think so.
I didn't. Unfortunately, I missed it.
hmm
I feel bad. Not
I
really.
wanted to watch the pre-show. It seemed pretty, like pretty lit. I watched a little bit of it and
I
stuff
might
like
go watch it on demand or something.
that.
Well,
Hmm
all right, you guys. I just came just to drop the tea about Simon's divorce and the prenup being enforced, and
Oh, you talking about them ratings too?
I did talk about the rating.
Oh, what was it?
I can't remember now. I think it was. Let me see. It was low.
What's up, Michelle?
It
What's up,
was.
Mr.
Hey,
Motivation?
Mr. Motivation.
What's going on? What's up, New York?
Motivation, I
It
missed.
was
Listen, it's
578,000.
absolutely. So it's a little decline.
Yeah.
Motivation knows all about decline.
Oh God.
Um, yeah, motivation. I miss you.
I miss all y'all too.
Mi-
hmm
You
Mr.
sound
Motivation, show New
so
York what
good. And
Mr.
I
Motivation when New York forgot about you. Show her what you working with.
I already know about motivation. Unfortunately, he
So I
doesn't
was
want.
call. I was gonna call and talk about one of the topics.
Go
Michelle,
ahead, Mr. Motivation. Please
this
talk about the topic.
Oh,
you
just
know
cut me
what?
on off.
No,
Just
I
cut
ain't
me
gonna.
No,
I
off.
was
Michelle, I
because I
love
know
you. Thanks for
because I
having
know
me.
Michelle about to get off her. But I was gonna say, Michelle, you don't think that was kind of set up? How the hell
What?
Porsche get all of that? That one basically won that.
I mean, they say she signed a prenup. I mean,
And did.
And see, I ain't never been married, but I'm just like, dang, every like.
well, I've been married. I just ain't been married to, to a rich, to a millionaire, multi-millionaire.
So you
We
think she
didn't
gonna
have no
call it?
prenup. We was arguing over boys to men CDs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thing is, so she gonna basically stay there and stuff. So Simon gonna well, he probably gonna have to start all over when he come back to Atlanta, huh? Basically.
I mean, he in Nigeria. He has homes in other countries, so I'm sure he'll be fine. At this point, nobody knows when he'll come back to the
Got
United States. He got to fight, the deportation order, but he wanted to, go ahead and leave because instead of sitting in detention fighting it,
right.
he
I
can
heard you.
fight it
Right.
from wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Michelle, how come you didn't answer my question about bat?
Because I think that was a lie.
Oh, her.
That was
Her.
Portia trying to get his attention, and I talked to someone who knows him personally, and just don't ask me why I know. And so I didn't want to feed into that narrative of
Because I was
her.
about to send you another $5.
Yeah. Here's the thing, but I told that whole story too. She put the bat and the king and the thing. She was trying to get his attention, and apparently, yeah, Simon over there too, and he got other people over there, and there's some other people that I know over there, and I know Akon and this smoke. Yes, but yeah. It didn't have
Well,
anything to do
guys,
with that. And so people were
Michelle.
saying that her international career opportunity was that when I was telling y'all it was traders from the beginning. And now here we are. Y'all found out it was traders yesterday. So yeah.
Well, guys, I'm not gonna stay on here long. I just wanted to get on here to tell you I love you, Michelle. You're doing a great job. I
Love you
actually
too.
joined this channel when I moved to Atlanta a few years ago. It was like keeping me up to date with Atlanta stuff, and it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But now I've
Oh, thank
moved to New
you.
York, and
Oh,
I still watch your channel every day and try to catch every live because I joined this channel because I was listening and like Dre would get on with his bullshit, and then New York would get on with her shit, and Michelle, you're so tolerant and I really like it. It makes me feel like I'm at home, even though I'm up here in New York and I don't know anybody. So I like to watch this channel, and I'm
I
happy that
appreciate
Dre
you.
got on tonight and New York with her crazy self. And Mr.
Okay.
Motivation, I recognize you too, brother. You get on all the time, so keep it up, Michelle. You're doing great, and don't
Thank
be
you,
ignoring my super
Donovan.
chats, Michelle, because you know I will get in the studio to ask you in person.
Okay. I ain't gonna ignore your super chats, friend. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
all right. I'll talk to you later. I
She
love
ain't
you.
got
Go.
All
veggies
right.
Bye.
no more. She
Good
needs you.
night.
Dre,
Yeah.
behave.
Don't be saying
Right.
people names.
I'm just saying, you don't, you remember you used to get
Just
super
call it
chats.
99.99.
She gave you a lot of money. She deserved more than 99.99.
She don't deserve nothing. Discerning.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
hey, hey,
How
hey,
to say it?
Michelle.
Now discernment. Now
Hey,
did your daughter
y'all.
graduate yet? Because she been in
Oh,
college
that
for
is,
like 7
listen,
years. Did she finally
listen.
graduate? Did she
How
pass
This
do
her
y'all
is
know
why.
each
class?
Oh,
other?
hold on. This is why I came up to let you know. Yes, my baby girl, Mother's Day weekend, got her master's degree.
Okay,
Yes,
masters of
she
all
did.
things.
Oh,
Okay.
congratulations.
So, and you have to go to undergrad first, which is 4 years, and then 2 years for master's. So, yes, sir,
Well, this has
she
been
did.
about
Well, so
10 years. She
actually,
should have her
actually,
It
I,
ain't
I
been
doctorate
just
no
so
now.
10
happen.
years.
Well, listen, and Dre, I can definitely vouch for her. I follow her on Facebook. Her daughter got her master's degree in lunch aid. So,
Oh,
kudos
okay,
to
Oh
okay,
my
you.
okay.
Miss
God.
Fake New
Listen,
York,
Kudos
like,
to
Because I
your
know
listen,
it's
What
been
the
daughter.
hell
about
is a
10
lunch
years.
hey,
aid?
good
listen,
Okay,
I
God.
don't
okay, I
even
got you.
have face. I
Okay.
don't even have Facebook. But anyway, that's what I came up with. Michelle, I got just a quick question.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that Portia was wrong for jumping ship on, I've been married 28 years next week. Some people feel like, or they said that Portia was wrong for just leaving Simon and just up and dumping him and not supporting him. What do you feel about that? Or how does Simon feel about that?
I don't know how Simon feels about it, but I've said from the beginning that I just speculated that, she had an agenda. I mean, I don't think it had anything to do with his citizenship status. I don't think it had anything to do with any of that. Portia had her eye on the prize. She negotiated the prenup. The prenup said they had to be married for a certain number of months, years, whatever it is. She stayed married that specific amount of time. And as soon as that time was up, she filed for divorce. Simple.
Wow. So all of this fake
Pretty.
tears that she got
Yeah.
and trying to
She
act like she's
negotiated the
just so
prenup. She
hurt.
negotiated what she want. She said as long as they married for a year or however long it was, she was gonna stay married for this. And in her mind, I'm sure she didn't say it publicly. He thought they was gonna be married forever. For all I know, they was working on embryos and everything, having children together. So, you know, she
Mhm.
she got what she wanted. That's it.
Do you think he'll get married again?
I mean,
Based on
stay
when,
tuned.
since you talked
That's
to him?
that's that's between Simon and the Lord, child. I don't know.
Now, December,
Do
you know
you
you a
think he'll
church
get
lady, so
married
you know
again?
about the Lord. You know about the Lord, and you
Shut up,
know.
Dre. Do you think he'll get married again, discerning?
I do.
Okay.
I
Mm.
think that he eventually will. I just think that, sometimes people jump into relationships and they jump into stuff and they're not completely
Mhm.
over the last relationship. And so it
Yeah.
becomes a pattern. I think
I
that for
mean, he's in
Portia,
his
that's her
60s. I'm
problem.
sure he wasn't jumping into that last marriage thinking that it was just gonna be a
That it
hit it
was
and
going to
quit it,
be,
you
yeah,
know?
he really thought it was going to last.
Right.
That's sad that he thought that.
Yeah.
December, how you feeling though? You sound a little, a little weird tonight.
Oh, thank you, Dre.
I know you
I
don't.
have
I know
I
you
have
don't.
lupus,
I know you
so
don't play
I'm in
when
a
somebody talk
flare.
about your ask about your daughter. You don't play when it comes to stuff like that. Are you all right?
I'm in a lupus flare, so I don't feel good. But yeah, but thank you for noticing, Dre.
Yeah.
I call you
Oh, I
my
hope you
nephew.
feel better.
Yeah, feel
Thank you,
better, friend.
Michelle. Thank y'all, panel and squad. That's
Well,
all
tell
I
my
just
cousin
wanted to
she go
say.
find her a job. Schools go back in September. She go find her little lunch aid job. She'll be good.
Yeah, she graduated school counseling, so yeah, she sure is.
Yeah, she'll be
Hmm.
good.
The squad is all here. Mr. Motivation, did you finish your statement?
Yeah, I did with that one, and then also I was
Awesome.
gonna say, let me ask you this, Michelle. And I know I don't know if this is probably off topic. What do you think? Do you think Nene gonna end up going back to the
Oh God.
Listen, Dre, just like I know. Listen, I
Oh,
know.
Mr. Motivation, I want to know what you think about what Nene, with this whole thing about Nene and T.S. Madison and
Oh yeah.
and I wouldn't
Well,
sleep with you and
man,
the
that's
Ooh,
crazy.
transphobia. What do you feel about it?
Man, Nene ain't said nothing wrong. I like I say, if you think about it, black women has boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that other women don't have boundaries, but black is powerful. I'll say that.
Mm.
And I know my mama. I wouldn't want my mother talking to a bisexual man. What part of the game is that?
Ooh.
And so yeah, like, and then honestly, and I really hate it. And I'm gonna say this, I really hate Nene did that with TS. And the reason why I said it because I was on I be on YouTube and stuff.
Mhm.
I'm and that is a nasty person. I'm just gonna say that. Like, it's just
What
that's like, yeah, it's
you
like,
think?
yeah, it's just nasty. It's that cattiness, and I call it punk shit. But but I mean, I don't know. Everybody different, But nah, Nene ain't said nothing wrong, and yeah, that's just what it is. But I do feel like Nene's smart too. She know her following basis. She got a lot of gay people, so I feel like Nene know which way she gotta go and which, you know what I'm saying. So it's a catch-22. And
Uh-huh.
so, but yeah, I don't agree with the what TS was saying, and what I didn't find homophobic. Like I say, even what they did and stuff. We talked about this the other day. If you pay attention, Diddy had a lot of uh Kim K's, women that's not fully African American. Yeah, he
Mhm.
had Kim Porter, but hell, you see, she wasn't with it. You know what I'm saying? Hell, they didn't.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just simply saying, like, black women have boundaries, and
Mhm.
anybody in their right mind would not want to be with a bisexual guy. And so yeah, but I mean,
Amen.
yeah,
All right. Thank you, Mr.
yep,
Motivation.
yep, yep.
Anything else that I leave off? Anything?
Nope,
No.
Michelle, I'm
All
finna
right.
get off.
Mm-mm.
I
Everything
appreciate the
good.
gang is all here.
Yeah, it is. It really feels good
Yeah.
tonight.
Who we missing? Real bitches.
Yeah, real.
Mr. Woods.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Jazzy Bear.
Jazabelle. Who
yeah.
else?
DMV.
Oh yeah.
DMV.
Hey,
DMV custom match.
hey, DMV is hood,
And
boy.
don't be coming on in the last 5 minutes. Get me demonetized either. Y'all
That deep
good for
voice.
that. I done went a whole hour and a half.
So Michelle,
Great.
like, okay, what you think about it? I know you didn't already said it, but I'm simply saying, like,
I think Nene. I mean, here's the thing. I get blamed for it. Apparently, T.S. Manhands was over on his channel blaming me for Nene even responding the way she did, and that was stupid. It was like, what I got to do with it? How I get in it?
right,
So
right,
I just be feeling like people be trying to throw me in the mess for no reason. I'm a commentator just like he is. You know what I'm saying? So I have my opinions on stuff, and my opinions don't necessarily vibe with Nene.
right,
Truth
right,
be
right.
told, I didn't even, when I did that video about him calling Nene transgender, I didn't tell Nene about it. I didn't send it to her. And there's
Right.
a lot of people telling me I should have sent her the clip. She had never even seen the clip when she asked him about it when it was brought up on the show. So at the end of the day, she didn't know the extent of the things that he had said and may not even know today because I never sent her the clip. So I mean, it is what it is. If he feel that way, he feel that way. But I feel like she said nothing wrong. She was honest. She was cordial to him. She invited him on her platform, and he went over there and acted a fool and got her video demonetized. So I mean,
Wow. And I
Good
did notice
job.
it wasn't on her
Good
page.
job,
Yeah,
T.S. Madison. Good job.
man.
Now all he got to do is get on Josh's show, and if you get on Josh's show on YouTube, you'll be good. You did what you planned on was doing. You did good.
Yeah.
I salute you, T.S. Madison. You did good. Just get on
all you
Josh's
got
show.
to do
You'll
is
be
get Dre
straight.
on your show. You got
Okay.
it.
You
Get
said what,
Dre over.
Hey.
Michelle?
Dre, why don't you call in over on TS Manhand's show?
Okay.
Mm.
I didn't know he had a show, but all he need to do is get on Josh's show, and that'll be it. He did everything. His purpose was done. He got on Nene show, and now you
TS
need to
is
get
a
on
him.
Josh.
TS is a drag queen. Drag queens are men that just dress up as women. So he
And
on
then the
RuPaul's
thing
Drag
is too,
Race. Isn't he a drag queen?
and then again, like anybody would love to do something with Nene because Nene, we gotta call a spade a spade. Like she gonna bring in the views. If you rather you hate her or like her, you just gotta say she good TV. That's just like that name carry weight.
So anyway, Michelle, I seen that you called the Kenya Moore show. I mean the Kenya Moore you call her company.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I thought you was about black women.
Quasi
Like,
gave me $20
I,
to call. Didn't
I
you give me
sure
$20?
oh wow,
sure
oh
did.
oh wow, that's
And then JJ, I believe it was JJ followed up with it. So that was a $40 phone call.
Oh, okay. Because the people said, I said, somebody give me $20, I'll call and see if she open. It
It
was
was me.
oh
It
wow.
was.
It's a lot
that
of
was a
miserable
while ago.
people
That
out
was
here.
actually about a month ago, wasn't it?
I just seen the video the other day that you made a phone call. She answered the phone.
Yeah, she answered the phone. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh
as
wow,
Mo.
and Quasia gave you the money
That's
to
the
do
number
it.
that's on her website. And it was like a Detroit area code. So I guess it was a cell phone number. I don't know.
So Quasia gave you the money to do. Quasia, who's happily married, she gave you the $20 that she
Did.
had went in her
Did. I
husband
mean, you weren't
household
available for me to get it from you,
to
so I
to
paid it
do
myself
some to call and do what?
to make an appointment.
Okay, that's what's up.
I mean, it's a hair spa salon. Kenya Moore, if you're watching, we know you're watching. Um, Open that salon, girl.
Anita said
Do
she
some
contributed too.
advertising.
And you know what, Michelle? Listen, real talk. When I was listening to her YouTube channel,
Uh-huh.
I literally was like, I said, Kenya really talking about Michelle. She's saying bloggers, but bro,
She was talking about me and House of Aaron.
yeah,
Because House
because
of
I'm
Aaron
like,
had called
Michelle,
on his channel
yeah. I
too
said,
a
I
while
wish she
ago.
would just say your name, but Michelle, I
But
said,
she ain't gonna never say my name. But that's
nah,
fine. Go
she
ahead.
ain't. God, I said, when I
Oh,
was
did
on,
y'all see Lauren LaRosa said my name on the Breakfast Club? Y'all
oh,
saw
I
it?
like Lauren. I like what's
I like
Hmm.
Lauren too.
yeah, her spirit is real, real. I actually like her better than
Let
Jess.
me pull
With
it up.
yeah, I like her spirit.
Let me pull it up. That was this morning. Y'all was tagging me. Y'all know I don't get up that early. Hold on, where is it? She talked about salmon, the Breakfast Club, and where is it? They got all their stuff separated. Hold on. Here it is, right here. I don't know how much of this I can play, but let me go to talk about Simon somewhere around here.
Dang, that's what you're doing.
Always. The estranged.
Hold on. I might have to put myself. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Y'all know.
Husband of Porsha Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta has been deported to Nigeria. So y'all remember back in February, he was taken into ICE custody.
So I can't. I gotta keep stopping and talking. Y'all know it is because this is a radio, and they will actually tag this. So I have to talk a lot. So don't get mad.
Yes. And it was a big deal because him and Porsha have been going back and forth with this whole divorce and all of the things. Well, Simon's business partner, a woman named Tay Savette, told Us Weekly that it went down. And she didn't specify when it happened, but I spoke to a source. Shout out to Michelle ATLien, who's a big blogger in Atlanta. I spoke to her, who told me it actually happened Friday. They moved him from.
Okay, there you go. Shout out
There
to
you
Michelle.
go.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Y'all go watch it.
Shout out to Michelle.
Yes, period.
I actually talked to her again today about the divorce situation, and she's supposed to be reporting on that tomorrow, I think. So,
And to be real, I bet you Lauren helping those the views up there at Breakfast Club, because she brings something like the way she break down those stores is very professional.
I like Lauren a
Yeah,
lot. I had played a couple of her clips when she was at the Diddy trial. Remember? I really think that she did a lot for the Breakfast Club, and even when they was going through that stuff between her and Just Hilarious, like I like them both, and I felt like they both deserve a seat at the table, and I'm glad that they
Work it
decided
out.
that they both are over there. And I don't even watch the Breakfast Club because I don't never be up there early, but I always catch the clips and stuff, and
Me too.
yeah. So she brings educated to the Breakfast Club. Yeah, she's definitely a journalist, and so she brings that journalism type stuff instead of like the messy blogger stuff. So
Yeah.
Jess brings the comedy messy blogger stuff,
Okay.
and Lauren brings the cut and dry. I
Yeah.
got a source, and this is what it is,
Professional.
stuff, and I like that.
Oh.
Yeah, she came from TMZ, right, as a reporter. I remember. Simon should call into their show and yours too, Michelle. He should. I actually talked to him a couple of weeks ago. I played the audio when he called me from ICE when they moved him from the Fort Stewart Detention Center to Atlanta. I played that clip. But he's working on some stuff, and so he's trying to like get away from all the Porsha drama and focus on the stuff that he's working on. And I kind of agree with them on
Yeah.
that. So, he's trying to let this divorce stuff die down, and then he's gonna start talking. So
I know that's right.
Okay.
mhm.
And
Well,
it's crazy because I
tell
was
him he
at
can't
work.
come back over here
Some
until he gets
people
papers.
from ICE that came. I said, ICE, they is really. I was telling my mama, I'm like, that stuff is crazy. I work with some people that's from Africa, and man, they came like in their uniform, and I said, dang, they got the people from the
Yeah,
job.
you have to come to the United States legally. You can't just pop up. We
Damn,
can't go to
I'm like,
these other countries.
dang.
Where I'm at, I had to come. I had to. How long I'm gonna be here? Where I'm staying at? You can't go over there
And
to
it's really
America illegally.
embarrassing too how they do it. They don't. It's like they come up to you.
Oh.
But anyway,
Well,
Yeah,
praise
This
yeah.
has
him.
been wonderful with the old crowd getting
If you want to
together.
stay
This
in
is
America, you got to
great.
come illegally. I mean, legally. You can't just pop up.
Thank you for calling in tonight. Fake New
Mm-hmm.
York, Dre, Quasia, Mr.
Michelle,
Motivation.
you ain't gonna tell Georgia Peach happy birthday.
I did tell
You
Georgia P
did.
happy
Oh,
birthday. Happy
okay.
birthday again,
oh,
Georgia
happy
P.
birthday, Georgia P.
Uh,
He made it to the 9 zeros. Nothing like being 90.
Dream.
Okay.
good night, y'all. Good night.
Good
I trust y'all. It's been real.
night.
All right, bye, New York.
Bye, Dre. Thank you,
Good night,
Michelle, for
Dre.
having us. Michelle, I love you. Dre, I love you so much. Buki.
I love
Buki,
you
Good night,
too.
bye.
Miss Fake New York. Do you
Um,
love me? Miss Fake New York, do you love me?
I heard you the first time
Wait, your
to ask
Obama
the
Wi-Fi went
second time.
out.
And
What
the
you said?
answer is no. And the
Oh,
answer will remain no.
Oh, okay. Well, I love you too. Good night.
okay. Good night, squad. Y'all have been great. Y'all have been wonderful. I love each and every one of you. Um, hang up. I need to hang y'all up. I guess I hang y'all up. Okay. Well, shout out to the squad for calling in tonight. The end of this show became a just chat fest with all of the old heads. Miss New York, Dre. Some of y'all, I got a lot of new subscribers, and they like, what is happening? What is going on? Is this a skit? No, during COVID, during the panini, I used to be live for hours, child, and we just used to be up here talking, and we got to be one big happy family. And then I started a Patreon, and we one big happy family over there. And so what you just experienced was a lot of what we do on Patreon still, but we used to do this publicly and and they would call often. So I love them all. Anyway, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you're just getting here, rewind for the tea. I talked about Porsha and Simon and the divorce case and what had happened and the prenup and da 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 da. Da. And I'm sure even more will come out on the next couple of days, and I will be back to report that as well. Okay. I don't like to give it all to y'all at one time. Okay. But anyway, like this video. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys in the next one. Good night, squad.